What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, check that.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
60 Vikings. Hawk 70. Panther Street. Ready.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
On the set. Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll drop the throw. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Eagles will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Throwing is Milton. He'll swing this out to Blue.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on the first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Milton. Open middle, right side, it's Nola.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here's Milton. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here's Milton now to throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And the Cowboys first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Warrior 70, Cowboy 80.
Now Milton. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw is Milton.
Drops it to Blue, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Cougar 19.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
They'll run as a Jaden Blue.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To throw, it's Milton.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent alter a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Cougar 19. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
It's a gain of
A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
These two teams all tied after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with 4th down and 1.
18 Cardinal. Stephanie. 19 Tiger, 19 10. Hurt. Ready.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tucker Kraft from 19 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Milton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Milton.
This throw nearly intercepted. The big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll look to throw again.
Gets it underneath to Blue.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down in the yard.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Back to throw. Milton
Trying to set up a screen for Blue.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 16. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Back to throw again.
Gets this into the hands of Blue.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Ball on the 8, second and 2.
At the 8-yard line.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ready.
Slot man moves right.
Ready.
First down, and they go right back to Blue. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jaden Blue.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And they're on 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. That is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Trap 60.
In motion, the tight end. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Jalen Phillips in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Finally, this defense makes a stand. They'd given up touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but here they said, we've got to put a stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a 4th down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's taken on the 25. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready? Here we go. Start. 19, Charger, 19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Okay, break.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Ready? Here we go. 70 Lions. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Come on.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range.
They'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be second and a couple. Operating from the gun, Milton.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
It's caught. Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 38-yard line.
Second and a couple.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready! 70 Timberwolves. Ready!
Again, it's Barkley.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just one.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 9.
18 Rattlers. Ready? 7 Pirates. Ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's now third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Milton.
Wide open receiver, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, ready?
Blue is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Check that.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Go! Pat the 60, pat the 60. Rock all 80. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
They'll go to Barkley again. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
3rd and 2.
60 Eagles. Come on. That's hiking. 60 bucks with Ryan.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. To Barkley on the check down. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Tag! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, right?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
On the set.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All the way. Go out the way. Voice on the ball. Okay.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Deputy. 60 Eagles. 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Okay, ready.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. Over the middle to Smith. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Well, they were successful in one sense. They completed the pass, but still leads them to a tough 4th down situation, doesn't it?
It does, and the deficit more than 3 here in a 1-score game. So the field goal, not their ideal situation. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They go draw here. Blue. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's the backup Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On first down, it's Blue. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake 3 there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Milton. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll try and do this himself. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll try and run again with Blue. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
60 vices.
Here's Milton now to throw.
This is caught.
And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
And they take a knee.
Panther 60.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Ready? Gotta be lying.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And the Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.